Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. To state the obvious, I do look a lot fatter, but part of that is because I shaved my head. To state the obvious, shoot. We wanted to talk to you guys today about our health, and we've been married for almost 12 years now, which marks almost 12 years of struggling with our weight.
That's so true.
It is kind of funny.
Yeah.
But it's also like, what the heck, man? You know? We want to share real quick where we're at, where we want to be, and what we're doing to try to get there. And this is a struggle, y'all. But to give you a little bit of backstory, when we got married, we were both around 25 years old. I weighed 165 pounds and had a little bit of a six-pack going. And then she weighed, what,
I was like 150.
50?
Yeah.
I'm 5'11". What are you, 5'7"?
Yeah, ish.
You always throw out fractions, so I can't remember.
I'm between 5'6" and 5'7". So what do I say? Do I say I'm 5'6" or do I say I'm 5'7"?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We're going to say 5'7",
Okay.
150. So neither of us were chiseled by any means, but we were more than comfortable walking around. We were comfortable in our clothes. And we would never say at that time that we would need to make some major changes. So as soon as we got married, we discovered key lime pie, Ben & Jerry's ice cream. And I kid you not, a year later, I was 205, and I don't know what you were. We just packed on all the weight.
You were 205 when I was like 5 months pregnant with Emery. That was your heaviest. So I
Well,
think
still,
it was key lime pie, Ben & Jerry's plus pregnancy weight, because my first time being pregnant, I was like, oh, I can eat whatever I want and I'll just lose it all when I have the baby, which did not happen for me. But
Yeah, that was a rookie mistake.
yeah.
Times two, because we have two kids. But either way, and as soon as we got married, we started gaining weight fast. I don't know how long it took us to pack it all on, but either way, we both packed on tons of weight. And then ever since then, it's been this roller coaster where every year or two, we're like, gosh, we got to do something about this and try to get back to feeling comfortable in our clothes. And so we do something weird or crazy, and everyone that knows us knows we just get into these weird phases where we're trying crazy stuff, but it's all in an attempt to feel good in our clothes, because when you're a little bit chubby and your clothes are like sticking into your fat rolls or whatever, it sucks. It's just really uncomfortable. I don't know. It's not how we want to feel. And that's what it comes down to. It's not a vanity thing by any means. It's just wanting to feel in control, feel good in our clothes. And we know, because we've been there before a couple of times, we've been successful, that when you're at the weight you want to be, everything else gets better. Your mind is more free to think about other things that you want to work on, and you have more energy, and all of life just goes better when you're at the weight you want to be. So we're constantly fighting for it, and we're constantly failing and going back to where we're at kind of now. So here's where we want to be. I want to be 170 pounds at the very lightest, and maybe fluctuate up to 175 on the weekends or whatever. And then you don't have a number. I think she would feel like Wonder Woman, or pick your favorite female superhero.
Yeah, Wonder
Do you
Woman.
have one?
I think Wonder Woman. She looks good.
Captain Marvel? No?
I'd go Wonder Woman over Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think she would feel like that
At what weight?
at 145, which we've gone back and forth about this, but I think she would feel amazing if she was 145, and then, hey, up to 150 on the weekends kind of thing, right? So
Yes, I agree with him 100% that I would feel amazing, but I was 145 when I was 16, and
doesn't matter.
I'm 38 now. I was 149 0.5 on our wedding day, and I felt amazing. And I just think, with where I'm at in life, having two kids, being a stay-at-home mom, that 155 is kind of what I'm shooting for. Yeah, I would feel great at 150, 145, but now, especially now that we're lifting, because for 10 years I kind of coasted between 150, 155 and felt pretty good. Anytime I'd get above that, I definitely was okay, I need to change things up. But now that we're lifting and I'm older, I feel like if I could get 155, which is like 10, 15 pounds from current, I think I would feel awesome.
Yeah, and what you're going to find is that we have a lot of disagreements in this whole area. Like goals, how we get there, all that stuff. We constantly go back and forth, and
Well, who looks better?
I can't answer. You do. You do.
Oh, good answer.
As far as like setting a goal, for me, I don't base it on history at all. It's just I've been close to 170 in the last few years, and I know that I can tuck my shirt in and go to work and feel good. Like nothing's clinging to anything, and that's what works. Our goal is basically for me to cut about 20 to 25 pounds, and then for you to cut 5 to 10 or whatever she wants to do.
10 to 15.
She's going 10 to 15 now. So that's where we want to be. And it doesn't matter what the number is. We just want to feel good in our clothes. So here's what we're doing to try to get there. I think some of the things that have challenged us over the years are, for starters, when we were newlyweds, we didn't care about diet or staying in shape or anything like that. Our minds were totally on just having fun, and we had as much fun as we possibly could. And we happen to be people that love food. So being newlyweds, we were kind of set up to start to fail. And then it was only just 2 or 3 years in, we started having kids. And that was a huge influence on our choices and where we ended up.
Yeah.
We just, I guess we both just figured, hey, you're growing a baby, have all the food you want. I'm going to have all the food along with her. And once we had both kids, we kind of were like, okay, let's try to get back in shape a little bit. And that's when we started to try some stuff. But we're really bad for each other. We'll try to support each other in a goal, but then it's pretty quick for us to be like, man, this is hard. Let's just go get some wings, a couple of beers. You want to get 30 wings? Let's get 30 wings plus the chips and queso. And hey, you got to have some dessert when you get home. You know what I mean? So we influence each other for the better, but also for the worse. And then for the last, a couple of years, there's been a ton of transition in our life and a lot of stress that comes with that. And we've always been pretty quick to go, you know what, life is hard. And it feels really good to just order some food and turn on a movie and just chill.
Yeah.
The other big thing that has challenged us is living in Alaska always made it hard to just get out and be active. And you really had to work hard to either get out in the cold and deal with that to be active, or you had to have a gym membership, or you had to be doing something. So our environment didn't help very much there. And it was just years and years and years of cycling through those challenges. The things we tried to use to improve our health, I'm trying to remember. You guys ever heard of Ideal Protein? That was something we tried 3 times.
Yeah.
Right? Was it 3 times we did that? Essentially what that is you go to like a chiropractor type place and they set you up with a meal plan which included a bunch of products that you had to eat plus a very strict eating plan. And I was on like 12 or 1300 calories a day, and they put you in nutritional ketosis. And go look that up if you don't know what it is, but you start to lose, 3, 4, 5 pounds a week, and it works. But we were so starved and miserable on that we only lasted a couple of months and never really got to our goal weight. So we would get off of it and then go on vacation or something, and every single time we gained it back.
And it was super expensive.
It was very expensive, which we thought at the time, like, this is good. Like, if we're investing a lot of money, this could work. Other things we tried, did we just fast a couple of times?
Yeah, fasting, intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting we tried.
Keto. I mean, we tried it all.
I did the Carnivore Diet where I was just eating ribeyes and that's it for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we spent like $500 on like
really nice
quality
ribeyes.
ribeyes.
It started out really good. Like it was very enjoyable to just have a really high quality ribeye a few times a day, but it didn't work and it had really bad physical side effects, to be honest. And then we've tried meal planning a number of times. Yep,
Yeah.
we tried
We've
that.
kind of tried it all, and
We've tried it all.
it just, yeah, has not worked so far.
So, along with that, the takeaway for me personally is I don't care how many things I have to try, how long I have to keep trying, I'm not going to stop fighting, because the alternative is to just give up and become even more unhealthy, and that's going to have even more negative side effects in the long run. So for me, I'm like, I'm just going to keep fighting for this, because we know the benefit of being where we want. So at this point, here's the things that we've got lined up to like finally get back to where we want to be again and see if we can stay there. So number one thing in our minds, based on the research we've done, is getting ourselves into a caloric deficit. And that means you're counting calories. I've heard a lot of people say you can just portion control and don't bother counting calories, but we even tried that and it doesn't work. So we
it
came
doesn't
up with
work
this.
for us.
It doesn't
Might
work for us.
some people. Yeah.
It doesn't work for us. We came up with a little bit of a meal prep thing that I've got going for my work week. Crystal kind of takes part in this a little bit, but for breakfast, I'm doing egg whites and black beans and with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and I put some sriracha on there, which is 0 calories. But that meal for 5 servings for the work week comes out to 250 calories, about 30 grams of protein, and each one costs about $1.20. So you're talking $6 for the whole week for that breakfast meal. And then there's this quinoa brown rice mix and cans of chicken and this really good curry sauce that I put together for a lunch. And it's about 500 calories, around 50 grams of protein. Each meal costs $4.20 something cents, or about $21 for the whole week. So grand total is around $27 and 750 calories. All this stuff is from Costco, by the way, and it's cheap, tastes awesome. I never get tired of it, and it really restricts my calories during my work day to where dinner, whatever it might be, I mean, I can afford 1,000, 1,200 calories some days for dinner because I restrict my calories for breakfast and lunch.
Especially if we get a workout in.
Yeah, so there's number 2 that we're implementing is working out. If you've been watching our videos, you know that we have a membership at Lifetime here in Las Vegas, which has been really good. We love that place. The kids absolutely love it. They look forward to it every time we go. And what we've been doing is lifting heavy. So we get in there and lift weights as heavy as we possibly can, and we really focus on that because based on the research we've done, lifting heavy not only is a great cardio workout, but the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn during the day, which ultimately allows you to eat more and get away with it. The other thing we're doing is implementing cardio 3 or 4 days a week. And we started out just going at it. Heart rate was through the roof. I was at over 170 and I hated it. Felt like I was going to die. Turns out that's not the way you do cardio if you want to burn fat. And we did some research and found out you got to be in zone 2, which is around 50 to 75% of your max heart rate. Go online, look up the math, but for us it came out to be around 130 beats per minute, and that's a rate where we could do that all day long. You're definitely sweating, but you're not
Hating life.
life, and you're right in that zone where you're burning the most amount of fat and you're not burning up your muscle and all that to support the activity. So the other thing we are doing is we're using MyFitnessPal to track our calories and our activity. And beyond that, we're just trying to take every little decision throughout the day and go, what's the best thing for our overall goal. And there's definitely times where we go out for wings.
Well, yeah. If it's on the weekend or
Yeah.
yeah.
Because we still want to live our life, and we know that saying no all day, every day for weeks or months on end is not sustainable for us. So we're trying to just get as big a wins as we can with our diet when we can and at the gym, and keep fighting for this. And hopefully in time we can get enough wins to where we see some progress. So yeah, that's where we're at. In the past couple weeks, I've gone from 199 to 194. So there's something there. But my weight, again, is just kind of doing this thing.
Yeah, which is another thing that we kind of don't see eye to eye on. He weighs himself every day.
Yeah.
Because he likes to track it on a little app we have. And for me, I have found that it is very discouraging. And so if I weigh in, and whether it's because I have a ton of water weight, or it's that time of the month, or I'm weighing at night versus in the morning, if the number is closer to like 170, it, instead of motivating me like it does you, it just gets me really down, and I think, oh my gosh, I need to like just not eat. I have found that just not weighing myself and going more based on how my clothes fit and how I feel is kind of the sweet spot for me. And I'm definitely more the type to be like, oh, this is just how I look. I'm approaching 40. I've had 2 kids.
Which, if you can be happy with
Yeah.
that, that's what counts. This is not about the number.
Right.
It really is about how we feel. So I agree in one sense with her way of approaching that, but in another,
Yeah.
we
don't feel like we're at that.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
feel.
I don't
so
either,
But with the weighing thing, I like to weigh every day to just see what my body does. The more aware I am of my body, the more I can make better decisions. And when I see my weight going up and down, even though I've been very consistent in doing the right things with my diet and exercise, I just know that the number means less, and it's more about composition and how I feel and that sort of thing. But I kid you not, I ate a 5-pound burrito last night. It was one of those nights where like we don't know what to do for dinner, you know what I mean? And so we're like, well, let's order burritos for the whole family, and it worked really well. But this burrito was like,
Did you eat the whole thing?
Yeah, I ate the whole thing. The thing was like 10 inches long and packed with eggs, potatoes, bacon, and a big tortilla. But and who knows how much oil they put in that thing. But still, I ate that thing, and I woke up 1.5 pounds lighter than yesterday. So go figure, right? It's like,
Yeah.
it's, for me, the more aware I am, the more I feel kind of in control of the whole process. So, and that's why I count calories so religiously and all that. She's more of like, there's a tablespoon of oil. That felt like one. And I'm like, I'm pouring the thing, and then I'm like, is it to the top of the tablespoon thing yet? And I'm a little more nerdy about it.
Yeah.
We'll say that, which we're constantly going back and forth. Like, did you measure that twice? But anyway, overall, the thing we want to share is just we're fighting for this thing. We have been for over a decade now, but we're continuing to research and fight for it, and ultimately try to live our life, the one life we have, the healthiest and the happiest that we can.
All right, so it's getting dark out. We just wanted to share a little bit about our health journey, where we've been, where we're at now, and where we hope to be. Hopefully you found some inspiration or at least some entertainment in this video, and stay tuned for our next one in a couple months, where we hopefully are a little closer to our goal.
Pizza's here? Just kidding. See you on the next one.